In this video, I'll talk about the Japanese brand Visvim, but more specifically, its FBT boots. I'll provide a review, a rating, and my thoughts as to whether it's worth investing in 2020. Welcome to the channel. Visvim has a cult following, and its designs are mainly workwear with Japanese and American influences. It was founded in the year 2000 by Hiroki Nakamura. Now onto the FBT boots. Hiroki actually got the inspiration for the boots after someone else showed him an album cover by Fanboy 3 and suggested that he makes his version of the moccasins worn by band member Terry Hall. So the following year in 2001, Visvim FBT was born. And as you may have guessed, FBT stands for Fanboy 3. There are several designs within the FBT such as the shaman, barefoot, and lhamo-folk, with each design being released in several colorways. Now with the history done, let's move on to the actual review of the shoe based on my experience. Visvim FBT. Now there are several models of this, and the classification is based on the kind of sole that the boot has, the fabric or the panel that is used in the design. As you can see, this one here has the French panel and has got Visvim Vibram sole, and so this is the Visvim FBT Shaman, which is quite different from the other pair that I have, which is the lhamo-folk. Now, this is different from the shaman because of the flap panel has got extra tassels to the side. The sole, as you can see, is different and not a Vibram. It's just a rubber sole and has the bead embellishments on the toe box. The first pair that I got was the Visvim FBT Shaman. Then I invested in the lhamo-folk. I also wanted to get a black one, but then my bank account was like,
I don't think you have the facilities for that, big man.
So I decided to just pump my brakes. Hopefully later in the future. One thing that I like about Visvim and Hiroki Nakamura's designs is just the general craftsmanship and the quality of the materials that goes into his pieces. Believe it or not, this particular boot I have worn to a music festival, but as you can see, the suede is still intact and is holding up after 5 years of ownership. The entire upper of the shoe is hand sewn. I mean, the stitches, the bead embellishment over here is just, it's all hand sewn. The panels in all of the FBTs are removable. If I undo the laces and this tassel at the back here, it's removable. The sole of the boot has been designed to have a very good grip, which I will later on put to a moonwalking test. From Hiroki's own words, the sort of design he was going for was the boot that has the raw look of the Native American moccasins, but then has the advantage of being worn in the city. And I feel like this has just been nailed. I mean, the silhouette of this boot is just amazing. It's no wonder why it's the most popular of all of the shoes that he's got out. In addition to the hand-sewn upper, the boot has the moccasin wrap construction, a heel stabilizer, and the cowhide lining. I personally prefer the FBT lhamo-folk to the FBT shaman. They have similar silhouettes, as you can see, but the flap on the lhamo-folk gives it a cleaner all-around look compared to the shaman. I guess the next question on this is if it's worth the high price that these boots cost. At the moment, I would say no. Without them being on sale, a pair of FBTs will cost you about £500, and I do not think that they're worth the investment. There are several alternatives that you can get to achieve the same look. Based on the quality that I feel these boots possess, from my personal usage of them, the stitching, the suede quality, the soles, the silhouette, which is quite important in any shoe. The rating that I give this boot out of 5 will be 4.5. I do believe that is beautifully designed. I'm convinced that the quality is just sublime. The rating that I give this boot out of 5 is 4.5. Now what I like about Visvim's designs. Now what I like about
Don't move walking then. Until next time, gentlemen,